Season 1 of the Bobblehead Boys, a group of teenage boys trapped in grown man bodies, fumbling their way through the Fallout tabletop role-playing game produced by Minutemen Entertainment. Join in on the adventures of Glitch, the third-generation synth played by Rob Blackton, Tiberius, the timid super mutant played by Kirk Nazareth, Riker, the synth in disguise played by Matt Kessler, Duncan, the pyromaniac vault dweller played by James Watkins, and Quintilius Asher, the child of Adam devotee played by Tom McIsaac. Our chaos and shenanigans are orchestrated by your friendly neighborhood game master, Paul Reel. In this episode of the Bobblehead Boys, unsettling truths of the strange purple fruit begin to unfurl. With Quintilius and Tiberius already under the influence, it's a race against time, and the stakes have never been so high.
So here we are. So I assume that we're kind of face to face with the Minutemen who are not feeling so well. Quintilius, what do you want to do back at the camp? You got Susan, who's very convinced that there's something wrong with this food.
Oh yeah. So everybody's feeling the effects. They're starting to get kind of sick. I convinced them all to binge. Just stick their fingers down their throat.
Oh, it's the purge?
Yeah, throw it all out.
They binged already. That's why they're feeling sick.
Yeah, sorry, I
Now
should
they
say
have
purge.
Yeah, it's the second half of that. Not that I know. That's
Sorry.
It's fine.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be like, oh, okay, like you guys are obviously, you overdid it. Came in like, I missed your finger, like doing like a little puppet show. Be like, come on, guys, just stick me down your throat. I'm still, I assume I'm still very high. I'm not the regal.
Yeah, you're feeling
right now. I'm
good.
basically a frat boy who.
Yeah. I mean, you have no reason other than what she says. There's you haven't felt anything strange. You only had one piece of fruit, and you feel great. Yeah. So maybe it is one of those things that you just eat too much of, and it doesn't go over too well. Maybe. Okay. Let's try that.
Yes.
Let's do it. We're gonna have to try to talk them through it. And that was the cure. Not that we need a cure. Yeah, totally charisma and speech.
It doesn't go over well. What's my difficulty?
Oh man, we're gonna make this hard because it sounds ridiculous.
I don't know why I've got them over here, but it looks like I've got two of my own.
You have two free because you ate the fruit. Oh, and you got 2 free AP for it. Yeah.
Oh, you did it too.
Are you still hungry, Duncan?
No.
I don't even know this is happening.
You don't. You
Yeah.
just, you knew you were hungry, so you ate a globe that you had on you.
Yeah, you've been whacking it on the boat.
Yeah. Sure. We're gonna do a difficulty 3.
Difficulty 3. Okay, I will use an AP for an extra. One success and a critical fail that I will. Which are luck points. I have 2 luck points. No. One of them will bite my finger off.
You're not sticking your finger in their throats, are you?
No, but
That would be the critical fail. And someone's confused on how to do it. And you're like, no, just do this.
I have to roll.
Oh, do that. Do that. That'll work out really well.
No, I only have 1 success.
Oh, you got rid of that critical fail?
I got rid of the critical fail.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, they're not.
They don't believe me.
Like, that sounds ridiculous.
That should be the name of our podcast, Critical Fail.
Critical fail. So yeah, they're not believing you. You're trying to mime it and everything too. It's not doing
Do a whole
anything.
pantomime.
Yeah, it's not working.
I use a sock puppet.
All right, so at the base of the ship, there we are. So we have Tiberius, Duncan, and Glitch at the base of the ship trying to figure out a way to get in there. Now the scientist mariner guys up top, they have noticed you. And they're not wanting you to get up there. So you're thinking, Glitch is thinking he's just going to drop a grenade?
Well, not right in front of them, because I'm assuming now everybody's gathered to this side. I'm just gonna try to wander off around the.
To like a different.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to do a sneak test to make sure that they don't notice you wander out. Maybe they'll be distracted by the super mutant that's hanging out there.
I got 1 sneak.
But did you sneak?
I'd say that would be at least difficulty 2, because they're looking right at you. It's a little hard to sneak away from
I'll
somebody
reroll this
when
one.
they're looking at you.
That makes 3 sneaks.
Oh boy, well, good for you.
Rock yelled, "Look what's that!"
All right, so they seem to be kind of distracted with the super mutant there, and you take that opportunity to sneak around. All right, so you're gonna drop a grenade at the base of the ship. This is what you want to do.
So no one can see me. Then
Yeah,
next,
yeah,
I
no,
will-
they
I will plant
you snuck
a-
away.
Just put a little baseball grenade. What am I thinking to make the baseball grenade go?
Oh,
Even bigger.
you got it.
Can I use like random materials as like a if I want to make the grenade explode bigger?
Even bigger.
Yes.
You want like the shrapnel to go farther and hit more things? Or
Well, I want to make a bigger hole in the
Hoping you can penetrate the ship hull to make
or
it
figure out a way to like put the grenade so I focus the explosion. You know what I mean? Like inward, so it does create a hole.
Okay, so that's it's going to take some time. You're going to spend some time working on it. So let's do intelligence and let's do an intelligence and explosives
Okay.
test because then you're going to spend 2 common materials
Okay.
to bring something up, and we're going to say difficulty. I'm going to make it 3.
I'm gonna have to spend an AP to roll that.
I'm gonna make it 3 because I feel like this is
3 dice.
this
Yeah.
is rather important.
Oh, only 1 success.
All right, so you spend some time working on it. You think you got it. You do the thing. You whatever it is. You hit the switch. You like the thing. I'm not sure. And then you back away, plug your ears, and it explodes. But whatever you use to kind of cover that also comes shooting off of the ship, like right past you. It's like you're hiding behind like a tree or something, and you see the thing go right past you. It dented the exterior of the ship, but it did not penetrate. It also made a very loud noise, though. So those people that did not notice you sneak away are now quite aware of the explosion. They don't know where you are, but they do know that something just happened at the front of the ship.
Glitch and I, or Gizmo and I played dead worst.
Perfect.
We're
Perfect.
victims of an attack.
Yep. More raiders. Damn raiders.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. So Glitch made a big boom at the front of the ship. You don't know where Glitch is. You just heard the boom, and you all of a sudden notice that Glitch is no longer right beside you.
Do we even know it's Glitch that made the boom? No.
Well, you heard the boom, and Glitch isn't there.
And you assume
These things usually happen.
no glitch? Boom.
Boom. There it is. What do you guys want to do right now? These guys up top are not letting you on. Glitch has disappeared. Now people up there are scrambling to try to figure out what happened with this explosion.
If I remember correctly, you told me that there seemed to be a door that was welded shut or something.
Yeah. It's a bit further up, like what used to be. Because when it was in the water, it would have been lower, right? But this thing's been like marooned.
Back to throwing the rope.
Should we hit it with a supercharge? I made a grenade didn't do anything. No, I can't reach the door. Stuff inside of the boat. So whack it.
What about
Perfect.
using my flamer to melt the metal on the side?
Jet fuel can't melt steel beams. Wake up, people.
What? Yes, you can.
Luckily, this
That's
is
like
a
a
napalm vaporizing jet fuel.
I say yes.
You try that?
You can
Melting-
try anything.
melting
I don't
metal?
know.
Make
I-
it-
you
make
can
it
try.
happen.
That
Oh,
metal.
there we go. How do you want me to handle this?
Well, I'm gonna
Roll
make.
to attack it? The wall or something?
Yeah. Roll to attack it, and then we're gonna roll your damage.
And then roll for the placement.
You hit it in the hull.
If the ship is blowing, then it has body.
Difficulty 0.
2.
Sweet.
And then roll
It
damage.
wasn't hard to hit.
It's easy.
right there.
Yeah, it's not going anywhere. It's like, stay still so I can get you. Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. You got this.
I need 9 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Was that
What did I say?
You said 11, but you didn't count the effect as 2 for your vicious or whatever.
All right. So you start spraying this the hull with your flamethrower, and it's definitely not melting. It's warming up. Like the surface is definitely warming up, and you're just holding it on it. It's starting to get a little. It's not even red hot. It's starting to get a little. It's getting a little kind of orangey, but
You're
right.
black.
Okay. I did it.
Yeah, you're 10%.
Give her.
12, 13, 14.
And it breaks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces of armor.
I'm gonna say you definitely dented the boat.
That did it.
You just dented the boat. It's a big. It's a boat, man. It's I know.
I'm hitting it again.
You do that.
We have to help you. Always like,
Are you still spraying? You're keeping the fire.
Yeah, I'm assuming he's hitting one. Right?
Yeah. Nice. So you pull back and you like wham right in there, and that hole gets even bigger, big enough that the head of your super sled gets right into it. And kind of lodges a little bit.
But I get it back.
You can get it back, but I mean that's about the size of the hole that you managed to get the
Yeah.
sled into.
We can see what's going on.
Yeah, you can see like into the next layer of the hull. Back at the camp, you would. You guys hear this? Like Quintilius, you're there with the Minutemen.
Booms and bangs.
You're trying to teach them how to purge. Okay, everybody's trying to gag themselves. It's not working. I mean, really, they weren't buying it. You're trying to gag yourself
Yeah, I'm just
and
like,
show
I'm
them
not-
how to do it. Susan trying to starts a little bit too. At one point, she's like, no, I didn't do that much. And that's not working. But you hear this explosion right by the ship, and then you can faintly hear just boom, boom.
Whoa. Guys, that sounds like not tubular. Like, all we're trying to do is like, oh, you know? And those guys are just being like, whack, whack, whack.
That's all they're doing.
Anyways, we're all like, they're not showing any aggression yet.
No.
They're just like, kind of like, they're showing symptoms of some sort of purpling and...
Yeah, they're pale. They're starting to look like they're getting kind of bruises on
the
them.
Gusher people from the late 90s Gushers commercials. Where you eat a Gusher and their heads turn into a grape.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, or that girl from Willy Wonka.
Ooh.
She turns into a big blueberry. So Strawberry kind of gets himself up. He's coughing. There's something going on at that ship. I'm sure
Come on,
they
guys.
have to know something
We
about
should,
what's going on with this fruit.
we should all stick together, man. Let's go take a look at the fruits.
Okay. I have a plan. We tried to get more of the fruit because it's so good. It's so good. And I actually we traded some to a merchant that came through here not too long before you guys showed up. And I was hoping he can kind of bring it to some of the other settlements around. And now it's seeming like maybe that wasn't such a good idea. But we need to get onto the ship so we can talk to this Dr. Yarrow, who originally traded this fruit for us. That's where they're growing all of this fruit. So we've got some climbing gear, and we just keep trying yourselves, guys. You got this. We got some climbing gear, and I was going to send a team up to actually storm the ship and find out for ourselves what's going on. But if we work together, we could climb up ahead of you. I can take a crew of my own men. We can climb up ahead of you, cause a distraction to the mariners that are on the deck of the ship, and then you guys can sneak in to the lower decks and maybe find out what's going on.
All right, man. I'm a little high, so I didn't get all that. But yeah, let's do it.
The other issue that's coming to my mind now too, though, is that we just traded a bunch of this fruit to some merchant that's
Yeah, we should probably nip
heading
that
into
in
the
the bud.
Commonwealth. Hey there, Bobble fans, it's me, your friendly neighborhood game master, Paul Ream. Now here we are in episode 44 of the Bobblehead Boys. In part 2, how we're splitting it up, of the new Eden quest, right from the Winter of the Winter of Adam campaign book. This quest really presents one of those moral dilemmas that are really a staple of the Fallout lore, in that the boys now know that there's something going on with this purple fruit. They also know that it's been traded off to some traveling merchant, and who knows where it's gone to. So should they really be searching for answers here, or should they be trying to head off this merchant wherever he went before this fruit gets into the wrong hands and innocent people start falling victim to it? Who's to say what the right answer is? But we'd like to know what your thoughts are. So leave a comment wherever you're listening so we can know what your thoughts are, what you think they should be doing, or what's going to happen next. After you finish watching the episode, that is. All right. So, where's your plan, Quintilius? Since you're the guy, these guys are just trying to bang on the ship.
Yeah,
you're the
so,
only one that's hearing a plan right now.
Yeah, so okay, it's like if they have the climbing gear, then absolutely. How is it just one set of climbing gear? Like, are they going to be setting one guy up at a time, or is it several?
They would have enough for everybody.
Enough for everybody. Okay, so have them give me a set of climbing gear, and have them go to one side of the ship where. The farthest from where the guys actually are, so that they can get on the ship, cause the distraction, pull them away, and then I will climb when they're distracted.
All right.
And I will go up, and I'll be like, "Hey guys, you keep trying your thing. Who knows? Who knows whose idea is better?"
They're going one way to find out. Do you want to explain to them? Do you want to go meet the guys and explain?
No, man, I want to
to
look really cool. Like, I'm like, bye. Like, don't even quit. I'm just cool. I just imagine the climbing gear is actually suction cups. Perfect possible style, like I'm on the Burj Khalifa.
All right. That's one way of doing it. Back down here, Glitch. I assume from where you are, you're gonna notice them, from the camp heading towards the ship, splitting off. Quintilius coming one way, and the rest of the group going the other. So I'm assuming, Quintilius, you're actually going to be heading.
I'm gonna be trying to go up where they actually currently are on the top of the ship, but these guys are gonna go up and they're gonna cause the distraction. Everybody's gonna run to deal with the boarders, the people who are boarding the ship, right?
Yep.
And try to fight them off. And I'm gonna go up where now there will be nobody, but I assume because that's where they're standing, that's where the mass
explosion.
of the important stuff is.
Right.
You know,
so if you were going to where the mariners were, they're pretty close to where the explosion would have just happened, because they would have heard this big noise and they would have started heading in that direction to see what was going on. So you'll be running. You won't see Glitch necessarily because he's playing dead. He's lying face down in the snow. Gizmo's doing a really good job doing it as well. And so you're going to go trotting in his direction, and the rest of the crew is the Minutemen are going to go towards the back of the ship. The explosion happened towards the front of the ship. Sweet. So Glitch, how do you respond? Quintilius is coming your way.
Have I drawn the attention of people up there yet? Are they looking at me? I have to still.
They're not looking at you. They're trying to look down to see what's I'm assuming there's still smoldering embers and stuff from the explosion, so they're trying to peek around and see. They don't see you. They just obviously are aware of where the explosion would have happened.
Then I will spend a luck point, so that way the ship's anchor is currently down. I'll just climb up the chain.
The anchor is not down. It's
But I spent a
marooned.
luck point.
It's marooned.
The anchor would have been
It's
lit.
leaning, man.
Oh, it's up. It's up. It hit the ground. They didn't drop anchor. They just marooned. All right. So yeah, I'm not. There's no anchor down. Yeah, keep your luck point.
Fine. And I don't know what to do.
You're just gonna let Quintilius run
Just
by
jump
you.
right back.
All right. So he goes running by you. You're playing dead. The rest of the guys, the Minutemen, go around the back of the ship. You guys, Tiberius and Duncan, I assume you would probably be aware of the Minutemen heading towards the back of the ship. Are you?
I'm going to make the argument I am not aware.
Okay.
I'm burning a hole in that ship, and I'm
Very focused. They're inspired. Yeah. Why on earth would you be paying attention to anything else? And you know what, Tiberius, are you really focused on banging on the ship? Do
I
you
stopped it. Took my swing.
Yeah.
Tried to pull my hammer out, right?
Yeah. Do you think you notice anybody else hanging around, or you're just focused on the ship? All right. Sweet.
I
So
said,
this
so
plan
when
is going.
this-
You guys are going about your plan.
Yep.
The other plan is happening. Perfect. So, Quintilius.
It's like unplugging a toilet.
Okay, so I'm assuming you're gonna let them start going.
Yeah,
first?
yeah. They gotta pull the guys away before my Scooby Doo Batman Adam West plan goes.
All right, so those guys, they go charging right forward. They're just like blitzing into. They know they got the assignment. They know what the job is. They're running in, and right away they just start throwing their things up, suction cupping, and rigging their way up to the top. All the at first it's just a couple of the mariners that notice, so they start running off, and then gradually the rest, once they see that something's going on, the rest of them start to go. So at the moment that the last one kind of leaves your area, you're free to start climbing. And it is a strength or agility, your choice, plus sneak with a difficulty of 3.
Finally, I'm gonna have to fix that. I failed, but not critically.
Okay, so it's slow. It's slow going.
Oh, that's
You're not-
You're gonna make this a slog.
You're doing it. You're doing it. It's not as easy as the Minutemen seem to make it look.
Look how far I made it, guys. You're 6 inches off the ground.
Glitch. Let's. So you saw Quintilius go by. Are you paying attention to him as he goes? Like, do you think you were watching him to see what his plan is, what his course of action is? What do you think they're going to do after seeing that?
Well, I don't have any way of climbing.
No, right now you don't.
I will attempt to fix a piece of rope to one of my tomahawks. Throw it up there.
Okay, kind of climb up, like where Quintilius is.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to do. You're gonna throw it. It's gonna be like agility and throwing.
How about 3 successes?
How about that? You can have an AP just for you.
Woohoo!
And then you might need it. Because then to climb up
Now
there,
I gotta use that AP.
yeah, it's either agility or strength, your choice.
Agility for sure.
And then it is, you're trying to do it quietly, so it's a sneak, and it is difficulty 3.
Okay, then the luck point. Reroll that one. That's 4 successes.
Nice. So you do it. You throw the thing up. You start climbing. You actually start climbing a bit ahead of Quintilius. You're like, hey, guy. How's it going?
Do you want some of my rope?
Yeah, so he climbed past you. You guys are still going to keep beating on the boat. Yeah. So I need you to roll again to keep shooting your things. Not that you're going to miss, but it could jam on you or something.
You could blow up.
Could
3 successes.
Wow.
We have 3 personal AP ones.
There you go. So you're gonna beat on it.
Yeah.
Yep.
How many boxes do you
Are we on to the second layer at the point?
Boxes.
Yeah, I'd say you probably hit the second layer.
Yeah, 2 successes.
22K gold.
Nice. Now roll your damage. Where it goes. That's pretty good hit.
And vicious.
And vicious stamp. Sweet. Yeah, I mean that was a good hit. You whack it so hard the outer hull, that hole gets a little bit bigger. Maybe the metal's starting to actually like get a bit soft, so chunks of it are kind of falling off as you beat it. And I can't get through this. And now you're definitely hitting that like middle section of the hull. Yeah, now you're beating through the foam. You're melting the foam. It's falling off in chunks. It's making big noises, but you are doing the thing. Yeah, you're doing a great job. Yeah. So back at Quintilius, you're climbing up the thing, and actually climbing up the thing. I'm gonna jump you. Actually, go back to Glitch first because he is faster than you. He went climbing up the thing much quicker than you were. So Glitch, you manage to get onto the top of the ship.
Yeah.
Bum, bum, bum. And when you do,
Was Gizmo able to climb up the rope with me?
I'm gonna say Gizmo is not climbing a rope.
You're
You're gonna have to throw the rope and like pulling him up or something. Like he'll bite it and then like you just pull it up after you. Sweet. So yeah, you get up there and there are 3 of these mutated mariners right in front of you. They're kind of bloated. Their skin is like a pale purpley skin, and as soon as you get up there, they're waiting for you, and they're like licking their lips as you get up there, and they are quite ready for you. And they're going to hit you first because they're ready for you. So I've got 3 of them sitting right there, and all 3 of them want to hit you. Okay. Yeah, they're gonna kind of grab you and like kind of grapple you down to the ground type of thing. All right, so they do manage to hit you and kind of wrestle you down to the ground. And once they have you kind of down there, they're not like so much punching you as they are trying to bite you.
You dummies, I'm not meat.
6 damage. 6 physical damage.
Ouch.
To your torso. Like they're going at your chest. They got you down and they're fighting at your chest.
Well, I have 2 physical damage resistance. So I take 4.
Now, you also, Mr. Glitch, you, sir, suffer from 1 point of fatigue.
I can't.
I think you can.
No, it says so in the.
Oh, you know what? Actually,
Rules for
you can't.
synths.
Actually, because you're a synth. You do not suffer, especially for this one. There's no way to even argue that one.
You can't fatigue me.
They're biting you, and you don't like it. Damage is good enough. And at that point, Quintilius, you make it up.
That's so good.
You're like, hey, I made it! Whoa!
Going back there. They're not friendly.
So you get up there and you see this. You see the scene unfolding. You can see 3 of these mariners. They've got him held down to the ground, and they're literally trying to chew on his chest. You notice the 2 other mariners up on a slightly higher section of the deck, and here you are.
There you have it, Bubble fans. This strange purple fruit seems to lead the boys into a den of mutated mariners with an appetite for flesh. Will they be able to save themselves before they are devoured by the ravening horde? Or worse yet, before one of their own turn on them? Find out next time on the Bobblehead Boys.